Hello everyone, I am going to explain some basic concepts from polynomials of chapter 2, and this chapter belongs from 10th class maths. So firstly we are going to understand the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of a polynomial. So two polynomials I had selected, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. So first we will handle the quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial means a polynomial whose degree is 2. Degree means highest power of the variable. So px means polynomial in terms of x. So here x are the variables. A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant. So it's a quadratic polynomial because the highest power of the variable is 2. That's why it's a quadratic polynomial. Now let alpha and beta are zeros of px. So the zeros of px we already had understood in 9th class. Zeros means the values of x which when we will substitute in the polynomial, the complete polynomial's value is going to be 0. Again I am repeating, zeros of a polynomial means the value of the variable which when we will replace in the polynomial, the complete polynomial's value becomes 0. Now just start. Since the degree of the quadratic polynomial is 2, that's why it have two zeros, that is alpha and beta. So these are the Greek alphabets. This letter is named as alpha and this one is named as beta. Now we just started. So there are two relationships. First one is sum of zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x squared. Sum of zeros. Sum means we have to add the zeros. So what are the zeros? Alpha and beta. So alpha plus beta. So it is the meaning of sum of zeros. Means we added the zeros. Then minus sign as it is. Now what is written here? Coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x, students, here? The coefficient of x is b. That's why instead of coefficient of x I replaced b. Then coefficient of x square. So what is the coefficient of x square here? A. So instead of coefficient of x square, its value is a. So this is the formula, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. And what are alpha and beta? Zeros of the polynomial, and b is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. So I request from you all, learn this line also and this line also. Very important. Now next, the second relationship in the quadratic polynomial is product of zeros is equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square. Product of zeros. Product means multiplication. That's why two zeros are in multiply. There is no symbol means they are in the multiplication. Now here we have to replace the values constant term. So let's see what is the constant term in the quadratic polynomial. So it's a quadratic polynomial. So c is constant. Now why c is constant? Because there is no variable attached with it. Here b is with x, so b is named as coefficient. A is with x square, so a is also a coefficient. So a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x. Now c don't have any variable, so c is named as constant. So in this polynomial, the constant term is only c. So instead of constant term, if we have to replace the value, so instead of constant term, we'll write here c. Now coefficient of x square is a, which we already know. So this is the second relationship of the quadratic polynomial, that is product of zeros is equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square. So you must learn this second line, this also, this line as well as this formula, learn it. Now cubic polynomial. So we will go to the cubic polynomial. So cubic polynomial means a polynomial whose degree is 3. So just see the here again px. Px means polynomial in variable x. So here the variable is x. A, b and c are the coefficients of x cube, x square and x respectively, and d is the constant term because d don't have any variable. So what is variable here? X. Now, since the power of the variable, maximum power of the variable is 3, so its degree is 3. That's why it's a cubic polynomial. Now, in cubic polynomial, since degree is 3, that's why 3 zeros it have. So, Px have 3 zeros, namely we took it as alpha, beta and gamma. Now, the formulas. So, student, first sum of zeros. So, sum of 0 is same which we had in the quadratic polynomial also. So, that is minus b upon a. So, here you have to select from this, that is coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x cube. So, student, this coefficient of x cube is only used for the denominator. So, after this first term, what is the next term is this one. So, we will start with this. See here, coefficient of x square. Now, in next relationship, it is going to be coefficient of x, and in next relationship, it is going to be constant term. So, they are in the sequence. Just note this. Just see here in the quadratic polynomial also I will show you. This x square coefficient is appearing in the denominator. So, just leave it. After leaving this term, the next consecutive term is of x. So, in the formula, first coefficient of x appeared, and then next one is constant term. That's why constant term. So, since only two terms are after first term, so only two formulas we have. In the same way, in cubic polynomial, after shifting this coefficient of x cube in the denominator, we are remain with three terms. That is this x square term, then x term, and then this constant term. So, three terms are remained. So, three formulas we will have. So, firstly, it's going to be the alpha, beta and gamma. So, it's going to be, here we will start by this. So, it's going to be coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x cube. So, in denominator, always coefficient of x cube will appear. In numerator, they will come in the sequence. First, coefficient of x square, then coefficient of x, and in next, it's going to be the constant term. So, very easy to learn them. Now, here what happens is, there are three zeros. So, firstly, single zeros will come, means they are coming in zero single way, alpha, beta and gamma. Then two zeros together, alpha, beta, gamma and then gamma, alpha. Then all three zeros together. Just see, alpha, beta, gamma, all three together. So, how the left hand side appearing? Very easy to learn. First, single zeros are appearing, alpha plus beta plus gamma. Then two zeros together they are appearing, alpha, beta plus beta, gamma plus gamma, alpha. Then all three zeros together they are appearing. So, easy to learn the left hand side and right hand side. Now, one by one we will understand them. So, the first relationship is sum of zeros. Sum of zeros means add the zeros, that is minus coefficient of x square. Since this is the first formula, so by this we will start. So, coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x cube. And student, the first formula always start with minus sign, then alternatively sign used to appear, first minus, then plus and then minus, like this. So, here first minus, then in second formula it's going to be plus, and in third formula it's going to be in minus. So, easy to learn. Now, next the B, sum of product of zeros, sum of product of two zeros. Two zeros means two zeros product, and that you have to add. So, the next is going to be the coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So, since it's second formula, so first minus appeared, then it's going to be positive. Now, last formula, product of zeros together, so it's going to be minus upon minus and then constant term upon coefficient of x square. So, learn them. So, compare and learn it, very easy to learn. It take time, but learn it. We need this. Now, one question we have to solve from the exercise 2.2 of 10th class maths. The question first is, find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So, the first part I selected to do. So, firstly we will assume it's a polynomial in terms of x because the variable is x. Now, we will factorize it, and factorization in 9th class you might have studied it. So, once let's go through with that. So, in that the middle term is named as the sum, and the extremes product is named as the product. So sum is -2 and product is from here -8 and from here nothing is there, so 1 -8. Now this 8 you just factorize. After factorizing them you have to convert in two groups such that when you will add or subtract them you must get sum, and when you will multiply you must get the product. So both conditions must be satisfied. So I converted these 2's in single group, so it's going to be 2 2s are 4 and this 2 I kept alone. Now since we need minus sign in the sum, so I gave the symbol, this sign by ourselves we have to decide such that the both condition must be satisfied. So this concept is from the 9th class. So I hope you already familiar with this. Now just start it. So after selecting the number which what we are selected here -4 and +2. So that we write here -4x plus 2x. So here x square and -8 will come as it is, and instead of -2x we'll write down -4x and plus 2x. Now we'll start to take common. So this is our first pair. Now in this pair what is common here? X is common. So just take x outside. Now from x square, when we'll take x outside, just divide it. So x square divided by x, what is remaining here? X. Now from 4x, when x came in the common means we have to divide. So -4x divided by x, what is remaining here? -4. Now from these two terms, the both numbers are divisible by 2, so take 2 common. So we are remain with x -4. Now these bracket must be same, and which is same here, means this step is correct. And now take this bracket common, x -4 take common. From here you are remain with x, and from here +2. Now what the question demands find the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So student, just see the question once, we'll read it again. We have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So coefficient we already know. What is the coefficient of x square here? +1. Coefficient of x is -2 and constant term is -8. So coefficients we already knew. What we don't know? We don't know here zeros. So to get the zeros, this complete process we had done. So after the factorization, for zeros, we'll assume the polynomial as 0. So if the left side is 0, then right side must be 0. So the product of two bracket is 0, means conclusion is among them any one is 0 or both is 0. So if x -4 is 0, if x -4 is 0, then it implies that x is equal to +4. So student, here the product of two bracket is 0, conclusion is among them any one is 0, because we know that if any number multiplied by 0, then only the answer can be 0. So either x -4 is 0 or x plus 2 is 0, or both can be 0. So we have to search the conditions. So if x -4 is 0, that will give us x is equal to 4. In the same way, if x -2 is 0, so just I am just doing here, if x plus 2 is 0, in that situation x is going to be, this is +2, so it's going to be -2. So like this we'll get here -2. So I hope it's clear to you how we obtain these answers. One by one we have to keep them 0. One by one, just keep the brackets equal to 0 in your some rough column, and from there find the values of x. Now, so these values are named as the zeros. Thus the zero of quadratic polynomial are 4 and -2. Now whatever the question demands, verification of relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So zeros are what? Zeros are 4 and -2. So the first relationship, which I already explained initially before starting the exercise, sum of zeros. Since sum we have to do, so among the zeros just put the plus sign. So when we add it, what is going to be? It's going to be +4. I hope it's clear to you. Now what we have to do is, we are going to create this formula. We have to create it. That's why just because in the sum the formula start with minus sign, so just take minus here, but it's +2. So if you are taking here minus, then keep minus inside also, so that resultant is +2. If somebody says you what is it, then what's your answer? Its answer is going to be +2, because minus minus plus. and plus 2 divided by 1 is plus 2. So we had plus 2, but we changed it so that we can convert it into the formula, that is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Now why I wrote this? Just see, this minus sign I wrote as it is, and this minus 2. Now what is minus 2? For that we'll see the quadratic equation minus 2. So minus 2 is the coefficient of x. That's why instead of this minus 2, we'll write down coefficient of x. Now, what is 1 in the quadratic polynomial? So, in the quadratic polynomial, 1 is the coefficient of x square. That's why instead of this 1, we'll write down coefficient of x square. So, I hope it's clear to you. Again, I'm repeating. First, sum of zeros is write down, and whatever with the zeros, just put the plus sign and solve them, write the answer, and convert it in the formula, that is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So here you have minus sign, so but we didn't have minus sign here. So to convert in formula, just take minus outside and keep minus also here, so that the resultant of this is remain plus 2. Now after this minus I wrote as it is, and instead of minus 2 I wrote its identity, that is my coefficient of x, and this one is coefficient of x square. So this is the relationship which is proved. The next one is product of zeros. Since we are finding product, so between the zeros just put the multiply sign. So answer is minus 8. And to change into the formula, I put for myself 1 here. So it's your constant term. You can check out your quadratic polynomial, and it's your coefficient of x. 1 is coefficient of x square. So both relationship like this, it's verified. So to do these questions, first you must learn the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients, and after learning it, you must have the knowledge of factorization. Then only you can factorize and get the zeros. So I request from you all, first just learn the factorization and then try all these questions. So here I had done only the first part, and similarly you can check out your remaining parts of the question and you can try all the parts, and if you are not getting it, you just write in comment that which part you need. So I'll just solve that and I'll upload the videos. And now the PDF of this video is also available, so you can see the description which is given below. Thank you for watching.